Where to focus the thing.
The Lion and the Mouse. Once when a lion was asleep, a little mouse began running up and down upon him. This soon wakened the lion, who placed his huge paw upon him and opened his big jaws to swallow him. "Pardon, O king," cried the little mouse. "Forgive me this time. I shall never forget it. Who knows if I might be able to give you a favor one day." The lion was so tickled at the idea of the mouse being able to help him that he lifted up his paw and let him go. Some time after, the lion was caught in a trap, and hunters tied him to a tree while they went in search of a wagon to carry him. Just when the little mouse happened to pass by, and seeing the sad plight in which the lion was, went up to him and soon gnawed away the ropes that bound the king of the beasts. "Was I not right?" said the little mouse as the lion bounded away. The moral is, little friends may prove to be great friends. And without further ado, the Lion and the Mouse.
Did he seriously have golden skin? Did he have big demon eyes? Did he have huge menacing claws? Excuse me, Miss Mouse. Yeah? How close were you to the lion's teeth? Did he have bad breath? No. Is it true that Hollywood wants the rest of your story? Are you going to be writing a book? How many talk shows do you have lined up? I follow her. Is the coast clear? Do you see any reporters? Good. Well, hi there. I'm Mouse, or Miss Mouse if you want to be formal. Most people just call me Mouse. Have you ever had reporters follow you? At first you think it'd be fun being famous and all, but then they never leave your side. Well, you can't even scratch your nose without someone trying to catch a peek. I think she went this way. Quick, hide me! Well, you say they're in a car? No, yeah. A train. Yeah. No, a purple helicopter with orange wheels? Yeah. And you say they were going to France to buy toothpicks? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yep, definitely. Totally.
I'm not a bit surprised. Let's go. Gee, thanks for getting rid of them. I owe you one. You know, that's really what this whole thing's about. When someone does something nice for someone else. It all started out one day when I was minding my own business, walking through the woods, singing and dancing to my favorite song, the theme song to Pink Panther. And I was so busy singing and dancing that I didn't even realize I had entered the place of the Great Lion. The scariest, hungriest, most fearsome lion, ferocious lion in the whole world. And just when I realized I had entered the place of the Great Lion, I felt a warm breath on my shoulder. And how do you think I felt then? You're right, I was a teeny weeny bit afraid. And just then, I realized that the Great Lion was going to eat me. And you know what else I realized? I realized he didn't want the Great Lion to eat me. Yeah, surprisingly too. And just when I felt his mouth right next to my head, I said something so original and stopped him in mid-bite. Ibuprofen!
I beg your pardon?
Ibuprofen.
Yes, I heard it the first time.
It means a drug that takes away the pain, like aspirin.
Yes, I'm aware of what that word means. I am, however, curious as to why you'd say it just as I'm about to bite you in half.
Well, you see, I have this terrible skin problem, and I'm afraid that if you eat me, little pieces of my skin will get mixed up with your beautiful golden skin, and then you'll end up with the very same skin problem.
Yes, and what if I should eat you anyway and not get your terrible skin problem?
Well, that's where the ibuprofen comes in. You see, even if you eat me and you don't get the terrible skin problem, you'll probably still be thinking about the terrible skin problem. Am I right?
Perhaps. Do go on.
Well, let's say there you are, days later, thinking, even though I gobbled up that little mouse, I do not seem to have gotten any terrible skin problem. But then you think, what if I should get it tomorrow? So you wait till the next day, and you see a flake of skin, and you think, has the terrible skin problem finally arrived? Or it could just be a flake of skin, minding its own business. and you start spending all your time worrying, is it or isn't it, is it or isn't it, that you stop doing all the things you like bowling, flying a kite, or practicing your favorite song, like this. And then your family's so worried about you. Then your family gets worried about you. And then everybody's so worried and upset that no one can get any sleep. And the only solution then is
ibuprofen.
you bet your sweet babies. Oh, great lion, sir. And you know what he did then? He didn't eat me. He laughed. He laughed a great big old giant lion laugh.
Well, I must say, this is quite original.
Really? I am?
Yes, I've gobbled up quite a few creatures in my day, and usually they say the most mundane things, like, "Don't eat me, please don't eat me." But it's you, my little friend. No, when I hear that, I'm required to eat the poor beast, even if I'm not particularly hungry. You see, I feel it is my duty to rid the world of boring beings, but you, my little friend, have said something that no one else has ever dared to say.
Ibuprofen.
So I congratulate you, and because of your originality, even though I am a tad bit hungry, I release you. Go on your way, little mouse, and continue to be original. The world could use much more of that.
And just like that, the great lion let me go, and I started to run. And I remember something my mom told me. She said, whenever you meet a very great, very important person, you should always bow. So I stopped, even though I was still kind of afraid, because I knew that great lion was one of those very great, very important people. And then I ran really fast. And I thought that was the end of the story, until a few weeks later when there was a big commotion throughout the forest.
Did you hear? Oh, my. They said he put up a tremendous struggle.
You don't say.
Well, I heard that he's going to be roasted in a celebration feast. He's going to feed the entire city. Roasted?
Yummy, yummy, yum. And at first, I didn't know what they were talking about. Until I heard it, the saddest, most heartbreaking sound I had ever heard.
You lion, be quiet. I will cut you up into little pieces. Well, I won't cut you up into little pieces anyway.
There he was, the great lion, my great lion, the lion that thought I was so original. So I made up my mind. I was going to free that lion, even if it cost me my life. So I started to chew. I chewed and chewed and chewed. I chewed until my thumbs got sore, my teeth bled, and my tongue got open, but I still chewed. I chewed until there was a hole big enough for the lion to get out. Run! Run, run!
Everett's weekend. Come on, let's go check it out. Where's the lion? I bet he went that way. Come on.
Did you see it? Did you see it? Golly, he bowed. The great lion bowed to me. Golly, I just keep thinking that there's got to be some sort of lesson here. I just can't figure out what it is. What do you think?
Little friends, we could.
I think I've got it. I think the lesson is, when you do something nice for someone, whether it's from a real big person like the lion or a small person like me, the nice things never waste.